Back at it again, and as we've talked about before, there is a law that is set to be put in place come January 1st in Illinois that I feel is very, very dangerous. And I've often talked about how, the people that are passing these type of laws, they have no clue what the ramifications of these things are. They just see, woke agenda. They don't have to deal with the ramifications of them. Well, a Fox reporter went around a city in Illinois and just was asking the regular citizens, how do they feel about it? Which is what we're going to be checking out today. So before we get into that, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel already, hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. All right, join the family. And if you are not following me on social media already, definitely encourage you to do so. The links are down below in the description box. Instagram, Twitter, Truth Social, Discord server, all of that good stuff is in the description box below. But with all that being said, let's dive in.
Illinois will be the first state.
Here's a refresher on what that law is.
In the nation to end cash bail starting next year. And that is sparking a concern that more criminals could be out on the street.
Grady Trimble is in the loop and breaks down this law, which is called the Safety Act.
A number of...
Pretty ironic that it's called the Safety Act. Yeah.
States' attorneys and sheriffs are sounding the alarm about Illinois' plan to end cash bail. They say it's going to make crime in the state of Illinois worse. The new law that goes into effect January 1st, 2023, gets rid of cash bail entirely. It also limits who can be arrested and held in jail based on the crime they're alleged to have committed. The Democrats who voted for this law say it's more equitable.
You've been denied a bond because you're dangerous, which is good. Let's deny dangerous people bonds. But if they have a bond, we're saying you're not dangerous. We're just going to keep you in jail because you're poor.
But those in law enforcement who oppose it say it'll lead to hundreds, if not thousands of people being released from jail as soon as it goes into effect at the beginning of the year. They also say it'll make our communities more dangerous with suspects in future crimes roaming free.
There is nothing just, and there's nothing, promoting safety about allowing individuals who choose to break the law to threaten and to hurt innocent people, allow them back on the streets to do it again. That's the opposite of justice, and that's the opposite of promoting safety within our community.
The new law comes at a time when businesses are already leaving the city of Chicago, some of them over safety concerns. Crime in the city is up 37% from a year ago. In the
But you won't hear that from Beto. If you know, you know, okay? If you know, you know. Someone from the city of Chicago is nicknamed Beetlejuice. I'm sure most of you know. Anyway, let's get into the actual video where they are asking folks how they feel about this new law.
Running around on cash bond. I just don't like. They don't have anything to lose. Nothing to lose.
Well, I think sometimes they keep the wrong ones, in jail and the right ones out of jail.
I think it's stupid. I think I've worked for the system for 28 years, and I think it's about the dumbest thing Illinois has come up with so far.
Safety Act. This is the controversial measure which eliminates cash bail.
Illinois will be the first state in the nation to end cash bail starting next year. And that is sparking a concern that more criminals could be out on the street.
The controversy still raging over Illinois' new Safety Act.
The Safety Act was voted on in the middle of the night. It was passed through in the middle of the night last year, then signed by Governor Pritzker.
I have heard of that bill, and I think it's pretty scary, actually.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No. I don't like it.
Why not?
They ought to have to do something. If you're just going to take them in and turn them back loose, they no doubt can do the same thing all over again. No repercussions.
And we've already seen that happen.
At the sheriff's office for over 20 years. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I think that you have to be responsible for your actions. And there's only one way to teach someone responsibility for their actions, and that's to make them pay for what they do.
I think it's a bad move. I think people ought to be held until their trial unless they have cash to bail out, because that makes them more responsible and more likely to come back for the trial.
No, I do not think it will make the state safer at all.
If they're not going to arrest them, they're just going to keep redoing crimes. I mean, that's nature of the beast.
Well, you're turning them right back loose for whatever they did. There's no repercussions. They'd go do it again. Why not? If they know they're going to get out, take me down, slap my hands, send me home.
The Safety Act will prevent law enforcement officers from removing trespassers from private property. Instead, law enforcement officers will only be allowed to issue citations.
If they're on my property, they're getting off. I don't care if I have to call the police or not. They're going to be exiting my property.
You got it right.
So yeah, that portion of the law, I think basically, so like if someone, if you went out one night and saw someone was living in your shed, you can't do anything about it. Or the amount of force that you can use is up to your discretion, but good luck with that. I mean, you go out there, you know what I mean, with the great equalizer, and you start letting off some things, you probably gonna go to jail too, you know? And that person's probably gonna be, scot-free. Well, they will be, because all they can issue is a citation now. If you call the police there, they'll just issue a citation and go on about their business. They're not allowed to arrest those folks. So you'll be going to jail while that person gets a citation for living in your shed. So once you're gone, I guarantee you what they're going to do is they're just going to break into your house and go live in your house. And then you're really screwed. Good luck with that one. Yeah. What are you going to do then? Cops going to come issue the guy a citation? He's in my house. Well, here's a citation. Have a good day. Y'all better start hitting the gym or something. Matter of fact, I need to hit the gym. I've gotten out of shape. You know, my guns aren't. You know, they said I didn't even need a permit for these anymore. It was like, man, you got some little squirt guns now.
To have your own private property, and if you don't want people on it, they shouldn't be able to come.
Facts.
There ought to be repercussions.
I mean, if somebody's robbing my house and the cops ain't going to arrest them, the police ain't going to arrest them, I'm going to take matters in my own hands. I mean, anybody would.
Well, I think it's kind of a sad thing that the police can't remove them, because if it's left up to the property owner and they try to do it, then more than likely they'll be the people that get in trouble instead of the trespasser.
Bingo!
So, it's supposed to be left into the hands of the people with the authority. And now it looks like it's trying to divert it back into the hands of just the general public.
They're the ones who's going to get punished for trying to protect their own property.
I come from a family of law enforcement, and I don't think they're really excited about it from what the conversations I've had with them, so that makes me not really excited about it.
Police's hands are being tied on a lot of issues. Mm-hmm. And a lot of policemen are quitting or retiring early, and a lot of police departments cannot even fill the need that they have with vacancies.
Yep.
So where are we at with that?
Nowhere. They want to abolish the police, remember? They would love to abolish the police and basically making it illegal for law-abiding citizens to defend themselves. They want chaos. Remember, the WEF said you will own nothing and you will be happy? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Anybody living in Illinois, you know what to do. Get them lunatics out of office. Get them out of office. Sheesh Louise, I mean, we are living through some weird times, you know. I hope that, 20 years from now, we can all look back on this time and be like, man, remember we were really, really close to going down into... I learned about something in history a while back. I forgot exactly what it was, forgive me, but there was something significant in history. I'm sure there's been multiple things in history, but there was one specific thing that I learned about, or that I was listening to, I can't say learned because I don't even remember it at this point. But there was one specific thing, and they were talking about had this one thing had happened instead of what actually happened, the entire course of this planet would have been different. I think it was like a war of some sort, right? There was like one thing that happened that completely changed everything. I forgot what it was that was being discussed, but I hope that we can look back 20 years from now or however long from now and be like, man, remember we were this close to going down the path that they wanted us to go down, and this one thing or these few things that went our way like completely shifted everything, and now look where we stand. Free, Second Amendment, First Amendment, all still intact, and America is still the greatest nation on this planet. I hope. I think we have a great shot, especially looking at the landscape. Like I said, they are making a lot of people angry. And a lot of people that were leftists are now like, no thanks. I'm voting right. I mean, look at Florida. Florida is pretty much a Republican stronghold at this point. Democrats have given up in Florida. That's just one example, right? That's just one example. Like, you ain't getting Florida. I feel like Kari Lake's going to do the same thing. Someone like Kari Lake, I feel like definitely has the potential to do the exact same thing. And a lot of other places as well. So, y'all let me know in the comment section below how you feeling about all of this. I mean, like I said, we living through some crazy times, but if we stay the course, I definitely think we can come out on the other side victorious. There's going to be some bumps in the road. There's going to be some dark nights, some hard times, but I definitely think we can all make it. Peace and love. I'm out.